we can all seek remedies for its independence through the other instruments, through the other institutions. That's what I was saying. If they are biased, why are we not approaching courts to say we have a case of bias here?
But
And
you
then
know our
prosecution
courts.
takes place.
You know our courts
He is not
are not even.
interested to understand you. He doesn't want to understand you. There's a big
No, it's not that
difference.
I don't want to understand you. You just want to run away from the truth.
No, Tapiwa.
You
Yes.
simply
Tapiwa.
are not interested in understanding
Tapiwa, no,
deliberately.
that's fine. Mugdeni, you are next to come in. Let me just say this thing to Tapiwa so that you will appreciate again. Let me tell you, there is no government in the world that gives away authority of an institution seeking its independence. Never. Throughout, they would want all institutions to support their agenda. And you will have to warm up to know that's what happens. Once an opposition party wins an election in Zimbabwe, it will still sway the bench of judges and the police commissioners and so on and so forth. Wherever they have authority to appoint, they will
And that's
begin to
called
appoint more people.
politics. And that's
No,
called politics.
that's not true. During the ZANU PF for Mugabe, when we had that constitutional court, Ichiri Nevarungu and the likes, Mugabe didn't change that. He only changed that when he saw Akulu's power and all sort of that. That's when they changed the system. We know that it's not the judicial system. We don't have any confidence with it. It's one sided.
You know what?
So yeah.
You know what? You know what, Tapiwa? I agree with you. And I'm the last person to think that the court systems are fair. I am a victim of those courts and I have lost my cases to those courts on political grounds. And I understand what you are saying. But let me tell you, if you get a decision at constitutional level which you are not happy with, you seek a protocol outside the government. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know, but how many
No,
can
don't say,
afford that?
don't, no. Let's convince each other. Let's not kill each other's influence because we don't make presentations of just blindfolding listeners. We try to say things objectively so that we know the ground that we are going to wage our war on. That's the reason why we tell these stories. We are not telling them so that things should be easier or lighter. Power is not just given because there's an institution which is giving you power. You have to stand to defend all the whims of getting power. And that must be found in leadership. Do you know that if Changirai had not boycotted the 2008 election after so many civilians were killed, he was going to legitimize Mugabe? But he took an action, and the action he took led to the power sharing global agreement when Mbeki came to preside over. Mugabe, in a runoff, he won that election. Do you remember?
Yes, I know.
So you should understand that leadership has everything to do in order to take power. And that's what we are talking to. Don't think we're just criticizing because we want an opposition, a strong opposition. Zim had an opposition that had 2/3 in parliament, and I think you remember that. What reforms did it achieve with that 2/3 in parliament? The weakness comes back to leadership of the party.
Yeah, and that there I agree with you.
Can I come in,
No objection.
Anodiwa?
Go in, Mgrini, go in.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see, Anodiwa, I want to put forward my critique. And I am not cowarded by insults, Rakashi slurs, ZANU PF slurs, or whatever. Absolutely. I love the freedoms that I have in England to speak politics freely, my mind, and to change when I want to change. I'll tell you this.
Mgrini, Mugrini,
Yep.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy that you guys have freedom. And I'm happy that a lot of people participating in spaces are free. But unfortunately, most of our Zimbabwean people, They went out of the country under oppression, and they are still oppressed.
Oh yes, they are.
Wherever they
And
are. And it
this
gives
is
me
this is
shock.
why they threaten others who do not think like them. They will threaten you and insult you because they cannot stomach freedoms. They are used to ZANU PF tactics. You see, they grow up under ZANU PF tactics and they live by ZANU PF tactics. And this is why they changed their own beloved party into a ZANU PF surrogate, wielding violent party. You see now what I want to tell you. When Chamisa told you that he will not walk to State House over stepping over dead bodies, he immediately told you that he is not interested in taking power and he won't do it. And that blame lies squarely on his shoulders. When Chamisa decides to enter into an election, you would assume he has surveyed the political field and knows where there are mines planted and knows safe passages to get to his intended goal. So when he enters into an election with ZANU PF, I would be dumbfounded that he didn't know that they capture ZEC and they capture courts and they rig elections from KGV6 in Salisbury. If he doesn't know this, it's shocking. And you see, Chamisa is delusional. Do you know why I say he's delusional? He is like my aunt who attends Pentecostal church and believes in hearing the voice of God. Chamisa is out very well known that he goes into the mountains for weeks. He's a pastor and come play like a prophet like Makandiwa. And several times his God has told him that he will win the election, and consistently he keeps losing political ground to Emerson Mnangagwa, who has beat him in the political game over and over and over again. He beat him in 2017 when he convinced Chamisa that he will be included in the government after the coup. Chamisa was involved in those negotiations. And guess what? ZANU PF did not keep their promises to Chamisa. They threw him away like a used condom. Straight into the bin, wrap it up with tissue and flush it down the toilet. Vakampira party. Vakamtorera party. Why he did not anticipate that they can steal his party? In broad daylight, his party was stolen and left him as impotent, unable to father another child. That's how lethal Ed Mnangagwa has been to Chamisa, almost relegating him into the dustbin of history as pertaining to ruling Zimbabwe in future. This is how lethal it is, and this is mark of Chamisa's losses consistently. Perhaps it's a good idea that he doesn't enter the no to cap 3 mantra because he's scared to record another loss because he has no idea currently on how to remove. As I make this commentary, he has no idea exhibited or shown otherwise of any capability or any strategy whatsoever to remove Emerson Mnangagwa. Emerson Mnangagwa is no god. He's a fellow human being. It is impossible to defeat God. But dare say, if I chose to be a leader and put my name forward here, I am not. I would. I hopefully I would not be scared to go to remove Edmerson Mnangagwa and come up with proper strategies and build up a formidable team, hold it together, and we fight in cowhorn formation and actually defeat Emerson Mnangagwa. But it would appear that Chamisa is the type of leader he's probably has lost all hope, guts, or he's afraid of ZANU PF. And I truly believe he does not even believe he can, he himself does not believe he can take power in Zimbabwe. So he will string his supporters along, and history will be unkind. It will be unkind to you, just like when Chabang walked away with your party. It will leave you bitter, crying. But sorry, Zwago. I would have loved Chamisa to take over the running of the country, even if I didn't vote for him. Why? Because I believe he wouldn't be like ZANU PF anyway.